Hello, hello. Happy Facebook Friday, all you fun people. Today's topic is art therapy for anxiety. Art can be therapy for many different circumstances or feelings, issues, but we're going to focus on its benefits for anxiety today. So I'm in my little art studio here. Real quickly, I'm just going to run through some info, some fun facts, and some ideas, and then I'll introduce some of the artwork that I've been doing lately. I didn't realize I had such a stack here. So, gunk in our lives. Gunk in our lives is like our past experiences, our negative emotions, and our stress. Art can help heal all of this. To be healthy, it's more than just focusing on food and exercise. It's about clearing all this junk in our lives too. This stress, this PTSD, this negative emotion like anger or depression or anxiety. So there are definitely many forms of therapy for doing so. Some examples include talk therapy, which is probably most common. Go see a shrink, go see a therapist, and talk it out, which is very effective. But if you're not the most open or verbal or good with words kind of person, then there are other ideas, such as yoga and exercise. There is, if you haven't heard me mention it yet, there's something called tapping, also known as EFT, which stands for Emotional Freedom Technique. And this is where you tap through a series of points on your body that creates a calming effect while you express these negative emotions, negative experiences. That's a whole nother topic. Anyways, meditation, praying are definitely great forms of therapy. Cooking is huge for so many people. It's very therapeutic and calming. Video gaming is actually a good therapy. Not for everybody, but it is definitely beneficial for those that find calm in it. Gardening, writing, journaling, and of course, art. Cheers. I have some yummy juice today. It's a strawberry puree with carrot juice and a little bit of lime in there. And to calm my nerves, there's a magnesium supplement, and I'll tell you more about that on another day. Let's see here. Art, like I said, if you're not good with the words, if you're not good with that talk therapy that's so common, this might help. This might click with you. Art is a form of expression, so it helps us express those negative feelings or experiences or the stress that we might have currently. Whichever media you choose, there are so many. There's more than just painting. Painting is kind of my thing lately. There's sculpting, there's crafting. All of these are forms of art, and all of them are good for calming your nervous system. Whew. It's a hot one out here. It's very, very muggy. It's summer. It sure feels like it. Anyways, calms the nervous. Art calms the nervous system. It's meditative. It's quiet. It's calming. It soothes stress. It soothes nervousness. It soothes irritability. Art has been compared to meditating. It does that same thing to our nervous system. So it soothes the stress, the nervousness, the irritability. A calm mind is better able to process difficult emotions and experiences. It's helpful for resolving deep inner conflicts through meaningful moments of calm. Over time, these experiences help individuals feel more peaceful in general throughout their daily lives. It's all about that slow dripping with compassion, with awareness. It creates a lasting effect. And yes, these are paintbrushes in my hair, styling the art look today with my dirty coveralls. I was going to wear this Bob Ross lovely t-shirt here, which I love, but it is just a sweltering heat out here today, so I went for the tank top. Anyways, a couple of the things art does is it encourages self-expression, and it also increases self-awareness. And if you'd like to read some more about that, there's a website where I found a lot of good information called bridgestorecovery.com. So I was going to read a little bit more from that site where I gathered a lot of information, but I'm filming live from my phone, so I can't really read off of it right now. Anyways, like I said, I focus on painting right now. When I was going through my transitioning from addictions that I had in my life, I just decided to pick up a paintbrush, and I went up to my attic, and there's a whole blank wall, and I just went to town, and just kind of whatever I was feeling, I just let it out, and it turned into this huge mural, which I still love. But you can definitely see, looking back, you know, the emotions that came out onto the canvas from that time period. It's a beautiful thing. Sometimes when I would have frustrating drunk moments in my past, it'd be late night, the wee hours of the morning, I'd just take out a scrapbook, a sketchbook, and whatever colored pencils or markers I could find, and I didn't know what I was going to draw, but I just had to draw something and then let it out and let those emotions out. And it healed me somewhat. It did. It was a lot of good steps in the right direction. Until I could actually focus on creating an idea to come to life, like in these paintings. Every Sunday, well, almost every Sunday, my mama and I have been getting together on Twitch and streaming our paint and sips. And you don't have to sip wine, especially if you're healing from drinking moments, but there are many things, many other beverages. I especially like tea to sip on while I'm painting. And if you're trying to create a calm, there are good teas for that, like chamomile tea, or you can do a passion flower. Passion flower is a great natural antidepressant, actually, and it calms the mind. So those are a couple ideas. I'm working on getting all of my paintings up on Instagram with a little, you know, health coachy description and how it relates to my life, or it can inspire yours. So if you want to check me out on Instagram, it's Happygirl Health. Also, you are more than welcome to join us every other Sunday on twitch.tv/HappyGirlTV. Possibly every Sunday. I think with my mom I'm going to do it every other, but I am trying to get on there solo, at least in the in-between weeks. So without further ado, oh, one more thing I forgot to say earlier. Medicines, I jotted this down to share with you. A lot of people think they can take one form of therapy and it's just gonna be the magic thing to heal them, but whether it's food or supplements, these things are meant to supplement your therapy. So art can be part of that healing. All right, well, let me share a few of these. Well, more than a few. I did them in chronological order as much as possible, and I hope you enjoy. If you do decide to tackle some painting by yourself, it's not really that expensive to pick up. Dollar store sells canvases, Walmart sells canvases. Get one of these for 99 cents. Grab at least some cheapy paintbrushes to start, or if you don't want paintbrushes, just get a sponge and start with a sponge. I think the first paint and sip my mama did with me, we just used sponges. These paints are like 50 cents a piece maybe. So start out low quality, and if you really grasp onto it, then increase your quality. Ooh, it's a hot one out here, so I'm gonna go through these as quick as possible. And I see somebody's there. Hi, how are you? I'm like out of reach from my phone, so I can't push the wave button, but thanks for stopping by. All right, so this one is a painting I did for my daughter's baby shower. And these are roses. Her middle name's Rose, so that was the theme I went with. And here's another one I did. This was my, I think I had time to do 2 of them that day for demonstration purposes. This was one of my students. Did that one. Very good job there. And probably gonna have to set these off to the side as we go. This was one I actually did while I was pregnant with my little girl. And then she is the reason why I'm getting on her a little late today. Later nap time than normal. This was just kind of let it out kind of moment. Same with this one. I remember I had some emotions that day, and just kind of, it was freeing to just let the brush stroke take the anger or the sadness or whatever I was feeling, the anxiety away. Putting that energy that you have in your body somewhere, it needs an outlet. It needs some form of outlet. It stays in you and you don't let it out, it bottles up, and it's not healthy. Alright, so those are that collection. This is one I did with my mama. This is a lotus flower, which reminds us that, see, lotus flowers come out of the muddiest conditions and they bloom so beautifully. So it reminds you, like in yoga they teach you this, that whatever muck you are going through, you know, there's still that hope of coming out blossoming beautifully. So the next one is this magnolia wreath I did with my mama on this one too. We both have one. I think this is the one I was painting when I told her I was pregnant. And then we shall move on to the ones that we did more recently. She loves mermaids and we call her Merma, so we did a couple mermaid paintings there. Also, while I had my little girl growing, I looked into doing some artwork that was beneficial for children. And young babies love contrast. So by putting these, this is what got me started in doing these tree silhouettes. incorporating the mama and baby bird or daddy baby bird kind of for a nursery. So there's the first one I actually did of that. That can be used for girls. This is a gift that I still have not delivered. So it's just a few little ideas here. I started doing some different backgrounds. Experimenting. And then we have a few tiny little birds there. There's a few that already found homes. And I miss them, but I'm glad they're being loved and appreciated by somebody else. Here we moved on to squirrels. And this one I call Tapping the Maple. It's a maple tree. Alrighty, and the latest collection I've been working on is positive mantras. We have this one that says hope right here, which you can look on Instagram. I think I put all the descriptions up there of that one at least, and of this one, if you want to find out some more details about how they came to life. Trust the universe. This one said victory. Trust the universe. Mindfulness. And the last one, the latest one, is one of my favorites. Oh, wait. I might go back and highlight this because I don't think you can see it too clearly. It says awareness. So there you have it. Hi, thanks for stopping by. Hope you're having a good Friday. So, I hope I inspired you to try some painting or some form of art. It does have a lot of positive benefits. And if you'd like to join me painting, I will be doing so on Twitch with my mama this Sunday. We usually get on about 3, we say 2, but it usually happens about 3 o'clock. About that 3 to 5 range. So come on and join us, or at least watch and be inspired. And take a deep breath, drink your chamomile tea, calm down, laugh with us. Today's freebie, if you would like a free 20-minute discovery session, I am throwing those out today. Anxiety discovery session. So we can get to know each other a little bit more, find out what you might want to achieve, and if we're a good fit, and maybe find out if the Happygirl Health program can help you. So thank you guys so much for stopping by to watch. I enjoyed sharing all this artwork with you, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of the weekend.